I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody.
You guessed it, Pressure Points with your two favorite hosts. I'm D, and this is the D Childhood Scrapbook Enthusiast, AJ. We're coming at you with Season 6, Episode 11. I am Become Death, Destroyer of Cows. I don't know what the fuck AJ's getting into, but it's going to be good. Find us on Instagram at @PointsOPressure.
Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass.
Fantastic.
That was a fucking word salad.
You made it. You made it work.
I made it happen.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, ever-increasing amount of Canadians and Germans who are listening to this show. Welcome.
Welcome.
Guten Tag.
I have some great news for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. By Thursday night, we have to record 2 additional episodes this week. Yep.
Why 2? You're going out of town.
I won't be here next Sunday.
And they're both your episodes.
They're both my fucking episodes.
You really dug yourself into a pit right there.
It's all good.
I mean, if you really need me to, I could come up with the exclusive, and then you do 2 in a row.
I got it. No worries.
You're right. I would have phoned it in.
You would have. It's okay.
I would have.
I'll probably phone it in.
Well,
fuck it.
right.
E.T. phone the fuck home. That's my plan.
Yeah. Where's my father? Can we get Sweet Tea in here?
Yeah, right.
Cover us. Cover our ass.
What are you doing on Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
What are you doing Wednesday at 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
You want to come sit down and tell us stories?
Yeah.
I have some Hot Wheels for your nephew or for your grandson.
Yeah. That's the bribery.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, your trip's coming up.
Yeah, we leave on Friday. We're going to Vegas.
Nice.
Gonna spend too much money and get too much sun.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna come back
brown
as an avocado.
Okay, yeah.
And about as fucking wrinkled.
About as soft.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be.
I'm
nice
sure you guys
trip.
are super packed and planned with shit to do. But if you're bored and you want a little, do you remember AJ? Oh, we miss him so bad. Go to the Atomic History Museum.
Oh, okay.
It is
we don't
badass.
I'm gonna be honest.
You have nothing
up
planned?
until like last week, we were like, "Oh, we're gonna have $400 to spend on this trip outside of the hotel."
Woo!
But we.
Oh yeah, she got some more cash influx.
She got her. I keep forgetting the word for it.
Severance.
She got her severance. I got paid a bonus at work, and we both got our tax returns back, and we're like,
damn.
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna be fucking fine.
So rent's gonna be early this month.
I already sent it, bitch.
This month? Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I thought it was April.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm all messed up.
So yeah, we're excited.
So if you get bored and you have like an hour or two,
Atomic
History Museum is so cool there.
Vegas?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
It's by one of those gardens, the outdoor gardens.
No.
That
But
they have
I know
places.
I know what
like they have.
outdoor
I went to
gardens
one in
are, yeah.
Seattle. I went to. I don't know. They have like botanical gardens in there,
Yeah.
in as touristy shit,
In
and
Vegas,
I fucking
it's
love
just
them.
a bunch of cacti.
Yeah, I mean, that's what 90% of it
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
But yeah, I went there, and when I went there, I had pink eye. So I had to wear
So
sunglasses.
just don't touch anything.
All the photos of me from that trip, I was wearing sunglasses.
You look extra cool.
Oh yeah, wearing sunglasses inside the Auschwitz section of the Atomic History Museum, just to cover up my tears. But no, it is really cool. Like it goes into like some of the cultural aspects of it, like how it affected culture. It goes into the horrors and dangers of it really well.
Huh,
There's a fun little exhibit towards the end. I mean, I'm sure it's changed. It's been over a decade, but there was a fun little exhibit where it was like, here's all these different rocks and listed what it is, and then here's a Geiger counter, and you can just check, like, this is uranium, this is plutonium, here's some weird shit. And I remember this was back in the day. I think I had a flip phone, and I went with my family, and the papa was there, and he was like, "Oh, scan your cell phone," because that was always a thing, like, oh, radiation in the cell phones. Nothing, didn't beep. But I don't remember what triggered it or whose idea. Yeah, no. What he called me And when the phone went off, it did. It reacted to the Geiger counter. I'm like, that's all right. That's cool.
Cool. Well, now I don't have to go.
And I got a great picture with a cardboard cutout of Miss Atomic Bomb 1945 or something.
Grandma?
Yeah, right? No, she was... This isn't doxing. She was Montpelier Drug Queen.
It's the best.
It's such a good title.
Oh, Jesus. Too good.
All right.
But yeah, we're excited.
It'll
be nice. We're going to...
Drink.
Oh, yeah. So we already talked about it. We're like...
Cocaine. You
we're
can get that Las Vegas
We're going to go get...
MDMA.
Really fucking good coffee every fucking morning.
Hell yeah.
Just hang out. I guess...
Go to M&M World
guess we'll
6
have
times.
access to like 2 different pools. I don't know why.
Hell yeah.
But it was something with the booking. So, yeah, we'll be hanging out by the pool. I'll have my little belly button out. It'll be a good time.
No, that sounds awesome. I'm super jealous.
We'll go when you finish.
I'm done with school.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's...
we're excited for you.
Excited. It'll be a grand old time.
The Pressure Point sponsored vacation,
Yeah.
where you have to hand out business cards.
Yeah.
You know the people on the street in Vegas where they have like the cards with the ladies with their tits out.
Yeah.
You have to do that, but with Pressure Points cards.
I'm gonna come back. And
when they give you the card, you give them your card.
I'm gonna come back and I just have the little pee-pee.
Hell
right next to my eye.
Dude.
D, what have you done?
If we get 1 million subscribers on Patreon,
I do it.
Or just 1 million subscribers, full stop.
Dude, if we got...
I'm getting a Pressure Points
if we got fucking
face tattoo.
I did the math the other day. Mm-hmm. If we got 1,000 Patreon subscribers on our lowest tier, that's $2,000 a month for each of us.
Okay, so
1,000 if you guys get us to 1,000 Patreon subscribers, I will get
any tattoo you want anywhere on my body.
Except for my face. I don't like face or neck tattoos.
Well, I get pink eye a lot still. So nothing on the face.
I swear you're like a fucking you're like a 10-year-old.
Well, yeah, in a public pool. I'm a 10-year-old. I have a 10-year-old's immune system. No, it's really just that my body's weird. There's a syndrome, I forgot what it's called, but basically when I get a cold sore, it forgets where the mouth is and it fucks up my face. It's basically like a cold sore and shingles.
Oh no!
Fucked in my eye. It is like it makes me almost go blind every time. I swear to God.
Jesus. Meanwhile, I could get hit by a fucking truck.
Yeah, and you're just
and
fine.
I could land in a vat of like AIDS
acid
needles, and I wouldn't get fucking.
No,
I would come out with like COVID somehow.
Yeah.
Like okay, well, whatever.
You come out with like norovirus or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be anything. I'm like, well, yeah, I feel groggy, whatever.
Yeah, so that's my entire fucking life. Like just recently, I felt it because you can kind of feel when you're getting a cold sore, you can kind of feel it the day before, and then it kind of turns red. I had that on the corner of my eye.
Oh, fuck that!
And I was like, fuck. I have a clinical.
Can't miss
those.
Can't,
I have class. I have tests. Like this is a bad week because it takes at least a week for me to get through it. And it's viral. There's no antibiotics.
Was that eye thing you had before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It usually happens once a year, but sometimes if I'm extra stressed, it happens more often.
Oh, damn.
And it's like I could take acyclovir, just like cold sore preventative medication, but I don't want to be on a fucking antiviral for a year to prevent it once. Yeah. So I just kind of deal with it, and I was like, fuck, I got to do something. So I logged into my school library account where they have all the research papers, and I'm like...
just diagnosing
non-antiviral, second-line treatment for viral infections. And I was reading through, and I'm just looking for keywords, and I see corticosteroids.
You're like, sold.
Click through, and I'm like, okay, steroids help you get through a virus faster. So, and I have... it used to be way worse. I used to have really bad eczema. I know it's eczema for everybody else, but I say eczema, like the drink.
I say eczema too,
but
I say like it's an energy drink.
Yeah. Eczema. So I have like really good prescription strength topical steroids.
Just fucking boop, boop.
And I did. I like, how close can I get to my eye before this makes me go blind? And I put that on like 4 times a day.
Worked.
Went away.
There you go.
Went away before it blistered. But for the next 2 weeks, the skin was really weird right there. It was like thin and sloughing. So, pros and cons.
By the way, there's a billboard on our way back from my parents' place.
Oh, yeah?
There's a billboard in this area that says ketamine therapy.
You should do it. Yeah, okay. Find out how
And
much...
I was like, I need to talk to AJ about this because that's some weird shit.
No, the dean at my school does ketamine therapy.
What the fuck
for
is
childhood abuse. It's, it's very similar to MDMA therapy or psilocybin therapy, where you just take the drug.
Damn, I should do it.
With a thought in mind, and then you sit there with a doctor or a therapist or a nurse or whatever, and they just help you kind of ride through the experience while keeping that topic in mind. So it allows you to approach difficult situations, difficult topics, difficult experiences in a safe manner. Very it's the same way that with MDMA therapy.
Okay, speaking of which, I have something for you.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
plastic bag.
In a little plastic baggie.
yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
cool.
saw it
So,
and was like, what the fuck?
Figure out how much it costs, and if it costs less than whatever we're making on Patreon, you have to make it into an episode, a Patreon exclusive episode.
Okay.
So there you go. And you know what? I'm going to say that if anybody has suggestions for content like that, where it kind of may cost, as long as it's less than what we're making from Patreon, we'll do an episode on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So any exploratory, procedures.
D's trip.
Let's go get you a tit job.
It'll be called D's ketamine trip. It'll be an episode in May. We're gonna stack up 2 months worth of.
In fact,
of
if you know somebody, just buy some ketamine, and we'll do it at home, and we'll call it D and AJ's ketamine trip through time.
I don't know if anywhere in the same home as you, I would consider a safe space.
That's fair enough. You have a lock on your door.
Not on the front
Nope.
one. Nope. The bathroom door.
The bead.
And it's got some weak hinges.
The bead door has a lock on it, right? But
oh shit.
but I would love. Hold on.
Yeah, careful.
Let me
Careful where
rephrase
you go
this.
with
Hold
this.
on. Interesting drugs within our price budget would be fun.
Yes.
And then we could do an episode on it. We'll call it D and AJ's Pharmacopoeia. That's totally not stolen.
Just let us turn this into Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia.
Just fucking wish.
Just fucking enable me to do psychotics.
Psychotics?
Psychedelics. Jesus, sorry. And antipsychotics too.
Hell
Fuck yeah, I'll give them a shot.
Dude, go get us some risperidone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
no, that's
if that's something you guys are interested in, and if it's not, I'll still use that fucking money.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This year, we're gonna get a San Pedro cactus.
Oh, I'm so down.
So, and we're gonna spend Patreon money
tea?
on it. And I mean, you can just eat them, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's make the tea. That'll probably be easier to handle.
Easier to chug.
Yeah.
Than having to chew.
Yeah, and when you chew, it makes you shit because it's super fibery.
Oh yeah.
But we need to get a goddamn San Pedro cactus and just start. So there's an entire.
Put it right in the middle.
This was what I did. This is my last week. I found a subreddit where it's just people growing San Pedro cactuses. That's it, and it's like super wholesome. Nobody talks about the trips.
Yeah.
Really, they're just like
cool cacti.
Okay, it takes 10 inches of this for one dose. That's about as much as they say.
Really, 10? Jesus.
Yeah, it takes a lot. At least in that specific strain, because there are a bunch of different kinds. And they were just doing, splicing them, doing those like advanced grow methods and shit. One person was trying to find the little button mushrooms, the mescaline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to find those, but they're super rare and they take forever to grow. And one of the last shamans who was growing them just died.
Damn.
So the supply is in really low supply, and it's endangered now. So, but it was super cool. It's just reading all these things and seeing the pictures where they'll just have like dollar store cacti, and they'll cut the tops off it, and then they'll be like,
home and grow it.
No, they cut the tops off it, put them next to each other, and then they're like, there was a San Pedro cactus in this yard when I was driving by this random person's house. So I went up and cut a little piece off of it and then ran away. And then they put it on top of those two. And then it can grow.
Oh, okay.
From that.
From that.
You can kind of splice it.
Huh.
Super cool.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you own a San Pedro cactus,
You just want to send us a slice.
I'll give you my home address.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good shit.
But I guess we've been lollygagging.
It's
And
fine.
I think we
You
were
said it would
talking for
be-
like 45 minutes before
No,
this too.
like easily an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's
We
nice
want
to
to
get caught up. We want to go camping.
Camping really
Yeah,
badly.
fuck, so badly.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to justify like I could go next weekend,
I know, right?
but it's snowed. There's a
Like-
squall
I'm like, we
tonight.
could probably go like fucking Easter weekend. I'm sure
Yeah,
we'd be fine.
yeah. And then I don't have to go to any of the family fucking events.
Yeah. Sorry, we're camping.
Sorry.
Sorry, no cell service.
Freezing.
I didn't get a Snapchat from Team Snapchat that said Happy Easter to
Oh,
remind me
God.
it's a holiday. Oh, so what you got? What you got today?
I am become death, destroyer of cows. Do you know the original quote?
I
Or who
don't.
said it?
It was it's Oppenheimer, isn't
yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, I did say that earlier.
You
yeah.
said that earlier,
Yeah,
but
it's,
I know
am
I've
become death, destroyer.
heard
worlds.
that,
He,
but I don't know
yeah.
a lot more about it.
So it turns out, ex-Nazi Robert Oppenheimer, helped create the nuke.
Mhm.
I don't know if. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oppenheimer.
God damn.
Not the movie, not the 2023 movie that I haven't actually
Hasn't
seen.
it hasn't
not come out
yet? Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I thought that would be on my radar. Okay, he was born in 1904. I probably I gotta, because so many of the it doesn't say where he was born. So many of the nuclear scientists post World War II were ex-Nazis,
Of course.
and with a last name like Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
But his first name's Robert, so... hold on, give me a second. Oh, yeah, he was born in New York City. Never mind, not ex-Nazi, but he definitely worked with some Nazis, and he was okay with that, so whatever.
You heard it here first. Nazi
Nazi.
Oppenheimer.
Wait, his thesis was in German,
Maybe he was born in New York, but had
he's still German?
parents. Yeah.
after the war. I don't care after the war ended. Early life. Here we go.
You guys are getting a nice exclusive look.
He's
into
Jewish.
Into us writing
He was
notes.
Jewish!
You piece of shit.
I was on the opposite side. I'm so
You know
sorry.
what? Before the next episode,
Who am I thinking of?
Actually, immediately after this, we're gonna
Oh
watch.
my God.
We're gonna watch 21 Jump Street to help.
To
fucking
help
get,
anti-Semite me?
yeah, to help
No,
you like
dude,
Jews.
I'm
again.
thinking of Werner von Braun.
God damn
Oh
it.
no. Oh no. Let me just fucking. Can we just restart this
Yeah,
episode?
just skip back like 5 minutes, and we'll just continue where we left
God
off.
damn. I totally fucked that up.
Nazi Oppenheimer.
Ugh.
Oh,
I was thinking
God.
of Werner von Braun.
We're
who
gonna
was a
fucking
Nazi.
roast it. Good fucking timing talking about
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Shit, that movie's gonna come out, and we're gonna get lynched. It'll be the second time we're called fucking racist.
Okay, he said, "Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds." Because he basically made a nuke. There you go. That's the simple thing. He was Jewish, but it also sucks that he fucking didn't he was also okay working with like von Braun and all the other Operation Paperclip dudes.
The best is that all of this is just exposition. Like,
It really
none
is.
Of this
This
has
is
to
not
do with
the episode.
actual episode.
It's just because I
You
liked
just-
the quote.
You just fucked
I'm-
yourself.
I'm explaining the title of my episode. I haven't even started it.
God damn it.
Oh God, this is.
We haven't had a clusterfuck episode like this in
Yeah.
a minute.
Woo. Well, I gotta finish my gamer stuff.
Yeah, shit.
All right.
God.
This is also just a complete side note. I have at the very top of my notes. It says total side note.
Don't be an anti-Semite. That's what
Don't-
I'm reading it right
Don't
now.
be Kanye West. So, the U.S. during World War II had an anthrax weapons program.
Figures.
Makes sense. They tested their stockpile of 5,000 anthrax bombs in Mississippi and Utah, which makes fucking sense.
Huh.
It also fucking sucks because anthrax is one of those
It's in my
spores.
DNA.
Yeah, right? It's one of those spores that is very hardy. It can survive in the environment for a good amount of time. Okay, we're going to start the episode. We're 20 minutes in and we haven't started the episode. I'm so sorry.
It's going to be a short one, I promise.
I mean, from here on out, yeah. So
we'll be fine.
February. It's got an R there, but it sounds like I got mush mouth. February 10th, 1882. Sir Paul Gordon Fildus was born in Kensington.
God damn it.
He's kind of pretentious. But
what's his Fildus?
Fildus, Fildes.
Fildus nut.
Fildus nuts.
Oh, this is a bad fucking episode.
Dude, we should do the talking
we
after.
are not allowed to talk for an hour and a half.
Also,
I
was having problems with Photoshop doing the thumbnail, but goddamn.
We wore ourselves
out before we even started.
We're two old birds just fucking wearing ourselves out. Chatty Cathy's.
Yeah. He went to Winchester School. He studied surgery. You doing okay over there?
I was thinking of his dumb fucking name, dude.
Yeah. He studied surgery at Trinity College, and goddamn, I wish it was like this. He received a bachelor degree in surgery.
What?
And was allowed to practice surgery with a bachelor degree. Like, now you have to get a PhD, medical PhD, like and then you have to go back to school for surgery.
Nothing like 2 years of gen eds and 2 years of surgical classes.
Of doing surgeries on cadavers.
Jesus.
And then, so in World War I, he's a lieutenant commander in the Royal Navy Volunteer Reserve. He works at a hospital, does a lot of surgery. And he's made an officer of the Order of the British Empire. Which I got kind of confused reading about his life because he has a lot of like awards and he's membership in the Order of this and the Officers of that. And it turns out they're all just like ways for British men to jerk each other off.
Fildus nut.
Sir Fildus nut.
Sir, Fildus nut.
And he apparently made some contributions to arts and science because that's how you get to be an officer of the Order of the British Empire.
Oh, big boy pants right here.
So he did contribute a good amount to like medical science during World War I. A lot of advances were made.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Then he started after the war.
He's no von Braun.
Oh yeah, the renowned Jew, Werner von Braun.
Oh no, AJ!
Totally
what are you
fucked
doing?
That up. I don't know. I know better. I swear.
Now we can't fall under the fucking history genre.
Yeah. Now we're.
What have you done?
This one's gonna be flagged with a COVID misinformation alert.
Misinformation alert.
Because I called Oppenheimer the New York Jewish man Oppenheimer a Nazi.
Piece of shit.
I swear I was thinking about Werner von Braun.
Oh,
I swear to Christ. Okay. He then, after the war, because he wasn't actually in combat, he didn't really get a lot of PTSD. Like most people in World War I. He works at London Hospital as an assistant bacteriologist.
Okay.
And he's doing a lot of research. He eventually moves to the Middlesex Hospital, which I only kept in for the name.
Hot.
Where he did a bunch of research on bacteriology.
Okay.
And
so far,
he helped,
I see his.
Yeah,
I see the direction he's going.
Yeah. He works with a dude by the name of Donald Woods, and together they discover the mechanism of action of sulfonamides, sulfa drugs, which are similar to like penicillin. It's like a wide range antibiotic. So that's really cool. This guy's doing something.
I mean, and this is coming from a guy that just got his bachelor's. So it's proof that if you went to school for 12 years for your PhD,
you're an idiot.
Fuck you. You could have just gotten a bachelor's.
I'm probably going to get a PhD.
Thanks a lot, corporate America, for forcing people to get PhDs when they could do this studying with just a bachelor's.
Do you think I can go from a Bachelor of Science to nursing to a Master's of Anthropology?
We'll
and
find
then
out.
a PhD of Anthropology?
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll
it's worth
see.
a shot.
I don't want to write the essays, but luckily we have Chat GPT now.
Yeah.
All right, World War II work comes around, and he's a pretty well-known scientist. He's pretty well-renowned, so he claims, because there's a lot of information was hidden. Is this gonna fall out? No, okay. A lot of information was
Your dick? No.
hidden
no,
about
it's
this.
okay.
Yeah, it's zipped.
It's still in there.
He claims that he worked in Operation Anthropoid, which
Okay.
we've talked about. We've touched on it. I don't think we've done a full episode on it. But basically, it's the British helping Czech resistance agents to assassinate Reinhard Heydrich. Apparently, I don't remember exactly what happened, but they grenaded his car. Apparently, those grenades, it was top secret, but those grenades were also full of botulin toxin. So, but he ended up just dying from the grenades, so he never really got the symptom, the botulism symptoms.
One of them was going to get him.
Yeah. And so he claimed that it's really hard to verify that because a lot of that information is still just unknown.
Yeah.
Like, usually governments don't just own up to assassination plots.
Yeah. Especially not Nazi governments.
Well, I mean, he was working with the British government.
Oh, I thought it was
No.
they were working to kill.
No, Reinhard Heydrich is a high-ranking Nazi.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You should have known by the name
Backwards.
Reinhard Heydrich.
Well, oh well.
Come on.
You should have known by the name
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oppenheimer.
European names all sound the same. I'll say it. No, I'm just kidding. I do no. Okay. So 1940, he gets put in charge of it's just called biology department at Portendown,
Okay.
which is kind of it's had a lot of uses over the years, but it's basically like our equivalent would be an FBI lab.
Okay.
It's like the MI6
Secret.
military-esque research shit.
Okay. Military research facility.
Pretty much, yeah. And his job was, I'm going to study biological weapons offensively and defensively. If we get attacked, what do we do? If we want to attack, what do we do?
Okay. Yeah. I think it's a solid approach.
He immediately started off by stockpiling the shit out of anthrax and testing it.
Oh, God. This is not going to end well.
A bacteriologist was like, yeah, anthrax, let's get a lot of this shit.
Uh-oh.
And he helped actually produce the first working anthrax bomb in 1942. So that's his focus.
What a great guy.
We're going to skip ahead a little bit. After the war, he basically just went back to university life, became a professor, wrote a bunch of books, did a bunch of research. Pretty boring life after that.
Okay.
But in 1942, he was put in charge of Operation Vegetarian.
Okay.
Which has a great name. And he was ordered, good old Fildes, he was ordered to find and put together a list of suppliers for the biology department. He needs some specific chemicals, he needs more anthrax, and he needs a cake supplier.
What the fuck?
And then he needs different companies for different steps of manufacturing. So he basically had to find someone who could make an industrial amounts of cakes made with linseed. Linseed cakes. They sound like they'll make you shit. The whole idea was to use this military research center to bake a shitload of linseed cakes, inject them with anthrax,
God damn it.
fly them over Germany, drop them, and hope that the cows eat them.
What?
Because then the cows would
Yeah,
die,
Yeah.
and there's a huge portion of German food production. And cripple the army. If you can't eat, you don't have an army.
Damn.
So, okay, this sounds like a great idea. Like, on paper, this is great, right?
Even on paper, I don't think this is a great idea.
Yeah. We definitely talk about some of the shortcomings of this plan here soon. But, so they had to bring in, designers to design specialized containers to prevent contamination during transport.
Yeah.
But they also had to be accessible by cows.
Oh my God, dude. What the fuck?
They had to alter plane delivery systems, like bomb doors and shit, to drop the cakes without breaking them.
Yeah, because you break it and it fucking
And then
somebody
the entire
goes to clean the
airplane-
goddamn plane
Yeah.
and you're all dead.
And then it gets spread everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge issue. So, and they start stockpiling more supplies, more anthrax, linseed oil, I assume, and some linseeds. I don't know. They eventually contract out with Olympia Oil and Cake Company. How convenient! Oil and Cake Company! And they start making linseed oil cakes. How convenient!
Olympia Oil and Cake Company. Where is this based?
UK.
Only in the UK. I swear to God. Look,
Oil and Cake Company. I read that and I shit myself.
I think the UK
on the
is
table.
congrats for all of the people that live in the UK. But for fuck's sakes, all of your companies are the weirdest goddamn things on the planet.
Yeah. So I was like, how this company was made for this program. It's perfect.
Oil and cake.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then they're like, okay, well, we need somebody to cut the cakes. So let's contract out J&E Atkinson, who is a soap
Beans
maker.
and gasoline.
Yeah. No, it's Cake Cutters Incorporated. Now, but J&E Atkinson, they're the soap maker, so they have the big machines that have the wires that can cut shit.
Yeah.
And they're hired to cut the cakes into 10 grams each. It's 2.5 centimeter diameter. So they're these little circle cakes.
Little Domino's lava crunch cakes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
Except you don't want the lava.
The
that's
lava
on the
is
inside.
anthrax.
That should have been the image for
Yeah,
the
it
episode.
should have been the volcano cake.
Oh
Goddamn.
God.
So then they were, all the geniuses behind this program. They're like, we could use flare shoots to drop them so that it slows them down, but it's not super visible.
And I've got a cousin who runs
Yeah.
a pork company.
Who runs-
that they also make flares in the back.
It's flare shoots and cardboard box company or something. Because
So
the
stupid.
geniuses determined, you use a flare shoot. We're going to make cardboard boxes for each little cake.
God damn.
And then, but the cakes, they're also going to have a steel long handle so you don't have to get too close.
They all sound like fucking. It sounds like a cover company. Olympia
Oil
sounds
and
like a
cake.
cover company that was just. The government was like, okay, we need these two
We
things.
need oil and cakes.
We need two
Linseed
things.
oils.
Let's make a company. They
sounds
produce
like it,
those
yeah.
two things. We need another two things. Oh, they do those. They fill those for
It's
us.
crazy. I
God
thought it was so
damn it.
convenient. So the goal, this is early 1942. The goal is 5.2 million cakes
Next, they're gonna need
by
somebody that
April
needs-
of 1943.
The next company handles livestock and parachutes.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
Damn it.
One's airplane retrofitting and cow dietitians. Or something. So
Consult
stupid.
a
It's a
consulting agency.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay,
Yeah, so
sorry.
they're-
What was that last
they're-
line you said?
Genius, I don't remember.
Oh,
Genius plan is cardboard boxes with a metal handle
what the? Why? They don't. What?
to be parashot down,
Yeah,
and then the cows can get into the cardboard.
and just
But the
stomp
steel- the steel-
stomp the anthrax into the fucking
I
dirt.
guess. But the steel handle is so that they could. It was a long steel handle, so they could like move the boxes without getting too close.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So-
why not just fucking inject the cows at that?
Oh,
point?
even better. To retrofit the airplanes, they used a wooden tray system. So they're like, Gomer Pyle over there with some 2x4s and a hammer was like, I can make a bomb dropping for these cakes.
He just has one of those shit shovels.
Yeah.
And just fucking throws it off the plane.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's the whole thing.
God damn
So-
it.
It just seems so like they tried to do it so quick that they contracted out a bunch of shit. But to make over 5 million cakes, that's going to take some time. And the timeline is a year. They could have taken some time to not use a wooden tray system. Like they could have retrofitted something from existing planes without utilizing the wood that is being rationed. Because this is like
Jesus.
Battle of Britain shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Like they spent so much it's fantastic. So just thinking about the operation, you're gonna drop getting past all that shit, you're gonna kill off a bunch of cows in Europe.
it's not just going to kill cows. It is not just going to fucking kill cows.
Millions of civilians will die from infection of the anthrax.
Like,
either the cow dies and they eat it, or they're
isn't
starving and it contaminates their crop, their field, the groundwater.
The people that handle the fucking cow.
The dead cow go home to their wife and kids. And it just starts spreading. And, it's a hardy bacteria.
Mind
it's in
you,
a spore.
when a child walks outside and a cake box falls from the fucking sky and the kid eats it, I don't fucking know.
I wonder.
Jesus Christ.
And there's no real way at this point to control the spread of anthrax in the environment. And we get into, the environmental control of anthrax. I talk about that later. I'm telling you right now, there's not a good way to handle that shit, especially en masse.
Currently,
how they're doing.
They're controlling the spread of anthrax in 1942.
Exactly. So off the bat, to me, this is complete insanity that they would even consider doing this. Because
stupid.
It's not even gonna. It's a big thing with biological and chemical weapons that they learned in World War I, is that you can't target them. If you do a gas attack and the wind shifts direction, you know how many times the Germans in World War I gassed themselves, or the French did, or the British did,
or
the
Polish bombed their hometowns?
Yeah. You see the fucking issue with
God damn it,
and then
dude.
suddenly it's like 1942. Let's anthrax Germany so that when we eventually have to do a ground invasion of Germany, all our troops die because they're also either eating the local food or marching through fields or setting up tents in old pastures. And just
I said
stupid.
it earlier. This is why you don't have someone with just a bachelor's do PhD work.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I was talking about earlier. I'm not flipping the script. I'm not changing the way that I'm thinking now.
But homie, all these guys needed to take an ethics course or something.
No.
Like critical thinking skills, I guess, weren't taught.
Their whole idea was,
holy shit.
Man, you know what killed those fucking terrible Nazis that are killing those Jews? You know what we should do to them? We should just purge their entire fucking nation. Over civilians. We should kill all their fucking farmers.
Let's kill all of them and then deny it happened. Almost like a Holocaust.
We should just plague that whole country, and if it kills all of our troops in the process, so be it. At least they're gone.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's completely insane.
Oh my God, dude. I feel like one fucking person with any semblance of what the fuck anthrax is walks into the room and looks at the chalkboard and is like, "You're doing what?
Excuse me?"
Okay, wait. You do
Hold on.
You do realize where this might end up, and they're like, "Oh fuck,
In
we
our
totally
drinking water?
did.
Oh shit.
Oh shit."
And I just can't. It feels like this is an act of desperation. There's always that the army is retreating, things aren't going well, and they just do everything they can.
Yeah.
This feels like an act of desperation. But it's over a year to get this plan into action.
God damn, at this point, just fucking mail Adolf Hitler one of your cakes.
Yeah.
There's a better
But
chance that ends the war in a safer manner.
It's not an act of desperation because it's being planned slowly.
Yeah.
It's being...
It wasn't like they put it together in a week.
They're not retreating.
Yeah. Lord. This is just, honestly, this is just a fucking test to see what, if they can do something like this in the future.
Honestly, there's a lot of data that came from this. So, what do you do?
If we ever need some additional oil, a good place to drop some fucking...
Yeah, to draw some anthrax
cakes and kill off their livestock, potentially rendering the entire area impossible to live. The Middle East.
Hell yeah.
Fucking God damn it, dude.
So,
that's what's in the back of their mind.
Well, here's the thing. You're British. You're
No,
part
I'm
of this.
not.
No, hear me out. I wouldn't insult you that way.
I'm not fucking British.
Oi! So, you're an imperialistic society. and you want to do some chemical or biological weapon testing,
Where
do you go?
You want to commit war crimes. Where do you go?
Scotland.
I was going to say Russia.
Close, but they were allies at this point. So,
God damn it.
and yeah, so they go to Scotland, specifically Grunard Island, let's say, because I don't know how to pronounce it.
The UK is like, why don't we just do it on our home soil?
Pretty much. They're like, okay, Grunard Island.
Fucking test it and keep it local.
Yeah. Keep it local. It's so nice. So they find this island. They're like, this is the best place. Nobody lives on it. It's got a couple hundred acres on this island. It's perfect. They didn't, consider the fact that it was still being used by the locals who are on the other side of the water. It was a lot of fishermen went out there. Even some sheep herders went out there occasionally. And, it was a popular, picnic spot. If you were going to have a nice day.
Nice cake.
You could,
nice
nice cake.
A nice park cake.
Yeah. You'd go out to this island and you could, kind of take the day to be there with your girlfriend or with your young family. And it's just kind of a little place to get away for the locals. So they say, get the fuck off that island. We're the British.
We're cake bombing it.
They fill the island. They put 60 sheep on the island, and they just start dropping anthrax bombs. The bombs are full of a slurry full of anthrax, and they are just bombing the shit out of it for months. They end up continuing to test. On the first test, all the sheep are dead within a couple of days. So they go on the island
and
in
they went,
gear.
Maybe we need to do another test.
Actually, yeah, they 100% did. But they went on the island in protective gear and shit, and they, buried the sheep, and they're like, oh, we don't want this, poisoning the environment or anything. I'm going to go get decontaminated.
God.
And they start dropping bombs over the next couple of months, and then farm animals on the mainland start dropping dead in Scotland.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
I wonder what's going on. There's some kind of plague, maybe an illness,
God damn it.
a disease, and these farm animals start dropping dead for months. Turns out one of the sheep bodies they buried, there was a storm, and it washed up on the other side in the town.
My guess is some asshole just threw it into the
Yeah,
ocean.
they were like, I don't want to dig another hole. Thunk.
Gross. This will just end up in the fucking trash island in Japan. Thump.
Thump.
God.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
they ended up testing for almost a whole year. In 1943, they were like, oh, wait, now this is a danger to the local population. Let's stop testing. Now that we have our data,
Dude.
let's stop testing. You love to see it.
Oh, yeah, now, because it gives us a show.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So the island ended up being quarantined for 50 years.
Holy fuck.
They would go on periodically to test if there's anthrax. Oh, anthrax. All right, let's leave. The only thing that changed was that it was 1989. 89, by the way. They started mixing the seawater on the island with formaldehyde, and then they had to drench the island. It took a whole year to drench the island in formaldehyde and seawater until the samples started coming back negative for anthrax. So to kill off the anthrax that had been placed there 50 years prior, they had to use industrial amounts of formaldehyde.
For a year.
For a year. Soaking the island for a year. Can you imagine soaking for an island? For an island? For a year? Soaking for a year? Oh my God.
Don't fuck
tell
with,
the Mormons.
Don't fuck with big dead bloated cows, kids.
Yeah, really don't though. Holy shit. So yeah, I just thought that was insane.
At least not without gloves.
Yeah. They were gonna
Jesus.
And it probably would have just stayed contaminated forever.
I'm sure.
If they didn't specifically spend millions and millions and millions of dollars
God damn.
hosing off an entire island of 520 acres.
So where did the fucking whole project go?
So 1943 was the goal.
Okay.
They got the cakes. Over 5 million cakes packed, ready to go. Probably a little bow on top of each box. And the planes were modified, sitting at an airfield. Everything's ready. They got the crew. They got everything. And the reason you're not taught about this war crime in elementary school
is because the Allies won the war.
Well, it's spring 1943.
God.
So
Still got 2 years, a couple of years.
yeah. But the U.S. is in the war and shit like that. Hold on. Let me. I think I typoed my.
Your year?
I typoed one of my notes. Give me a second.
Yeah, you good.
Operation Vegetarian. Because
Wikipedia.
Yeah, pull up the Wikipedia. Scroll to the bottom.
The last section, last paragraph.
Okay, so yeah, it was ready towards the end of 1943. Where'd the notes go? There they are. So spring 1944. Everything's ready, stockpiled, but they can't do it yet because all the spring grass and grain and shit is out there. So the cows are going to look at the cakes and be like, why do I need this?
Yeah.
So they're going to wait for summer. They're going to, cows will go to pasture, eat up all the good food, then they'll be tempted by the cakes.
Buy a nice 2-year-old linseed oil cake.
100%. Oh, I didn't even go into how they got the anthrax into the cakes.
Yeah.
So, they hired all these different companies, had all this different machinery and safety procedures.
And then a guy with a syringe.
13 women with a syringe. You were right.
This is like fucking Radium Girls.
It really is.
Just an amalgamation of all of the dumbest
These
fucking...
13 women filled 5 million cakes by hand with vials of anthrax.
They just fucking... They have an oil drum that they got from Olympia Oil, poured it all out, filled it with anthrax, and they're just...
They did it by hand.
Yeah, they just absorb, fucking push it out. Suck it in, spit it out.
It's more impressive that I couldn't find any evidence that they ever got infected or exposed.
To be fair, at least the fucking anthrax didn't glow, or else you'd have 13 dead goddamn women.
Yeah, exactly. Thank Christ.
God, dude, what
Isn't
the
that
fuck?
stupid?
That is so ridiculous.
They have soap cutting machines. They have industrial cake makers. They have barrels of oil. And they're like, you 13 women who used to work at the soap company, because they used to be the soap makers.
They're actually
but they're not making soap anymore.
They're actually all the Radium Girls that are doing this job.
Yeah, they brought them back.
Now.
They're moonlighting. They didn't have jaws. It was really weird.
That's why they couldn't fucking swallow.
Yeah, they tried. Didn't work. But
they were like, you won't be able to use a straw in this fucking vat of anthrax.
So basically, the biology department went to the soap company and said, hey, you're cutting cakes now. It's a military contract. And the company went, okay, we're going to fire the soap makers because we're not making soap. And then they went, oh, I hear you 13 women are looking for work. How about we hire you at half the rate or something? I don't actually know how much they got paid. But yeah.
They definitely got a little bit of hush money. That's for sure.
They had to have. Or it was one of those, oh, it's my honor.
Yeah.
Because that existed.
As a local British, it's
Oi!
my honour to work for the military.
I like that it's always like Cockney.
Yeah, it's always just the dirtiest, grimiest fucking piece of shit British person. I'm sorry.
It's just
to all of our new
just
UK
American.
people, I promise it's not always like this.
Yeah.
We usually just dump on the Serbs and the Germans. So
yeah.
Here we are.
All right, so everything's ready to go.
Oh, no.
And the plan is, okay, it has to be quick because they don't want the Germans to figure it out and then just go around and pick up the cake boxes.
Well, I mean, if they touch the cakes, you're in luck.
But it's in the boxes with the big metal handles on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the plan is they're going to fly from Oldenburg through Hanover. It's 18 minutes. They can fly high enough and quick enough that flak isn't a real issue, like flak cannons and anti-aircraft guns.
The box on the side, before they shipped them off, it was a big stamp that says, not for American use.
No, it's just got a swastika on the side.
Yeah.
And
only for Germans.
Yeah. In English.
Yeah.
And so this 18-minute flight path would cover 60 miles of grazing land for cows.
Which also sounds like there are probably some homes scattered through there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Can you imagine you're just hanging out at home and like boxes landing all like you hear them bouncing off your fucking roof?
You
what
go
the
out
fuck
and
is that?
One of them falls and splats on your window. It's like, what? Is that cake?
You could have wiped it off and you're dead.
Yeah, you're just dead.
Damn it.
And they're getting ready to do this, and D-Day happens.
No.
And they're like,
they should have just done it. D-Day would have distracted everybody.
Well, then they were like,
oh no,
we have a lot of troops, and the U.S. has a lot of troops gonna be moving through this area that we were about to carpet bomb with anthrax. Maybe we shouldn't. Let's put it on hold.
Ooh, yeah.
So let me tell you,
let's not approach the
my note
Revolutionary
right
War
here
again.
says, "LOL, somehow D-Day saved Germany." Yeah.
Oh no.
So D-Day happens, and Germany is not bombed with anthrax, and mass starvation does not happen yet.
Oh god,
And
damn it!
They really were like, they were kind of pushing to use this because they're like, we did all this. This cost so much money to do all this. We need to use it.
Oh,
and they're just like, we're pushing into Europe. Our ground troops, they're there. Like, they're going to eat. Yeah, the Americans are going to open that up and be like, oh, cake just like my mom back home in Kentucky. What's that?
You really-
we should put in the, we need the Minecraft eating sound. Yeah.
you really you fucked the pooch on this one because you should have clickbaited the title.
Yeah.
How D-Day saved the
Germany.
Nazis.
Oh my God, that would be
Would
so
have been
good.
it. That's it. We'll do it as a text. We'll do it as the text.
That's good.
Just type that one in so that it's easier to find on SEO,
Hell yeah.
and then everyone will hear the other title.
So yeah, pretty much D-Day happened,
Jesus Christ!
and the cakes just stayed in storage.
D-Day saved the Nazis from war crimes.
Yeah, weirdly enough. But imagine how D-Day would have gone if half the population, half the civilian population, was dying from anthrax.
I feel like their focus would definitely be elsewhere.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna say, let's go on the record. Let's make some bold claims on this episode. The Nazis did some really fucked up shit, but I'm willing to say that a good portion of the civilians probably didn't deserve to get anthrax.
Yeah.
Is that a fair saying?
Yeah.
Is that something
That's
political for me to say?
That's a pretty safe
Is that
assumption.
a safe assumption? Okay, that's good.
Because you know with the fucking UK's luck, with Britain's luck, they would have dropped those. They would have dropped those cakes.
In London.
No. Even worse, it would have blown the cakes directly into Auschwitz, and they would have fucking killed
"Oh my God,
everybody
cakes."
there. And then some Nazi scientists would be like, "Okay, these cakes killed all the Jews here. We were mad that they were being fed, but
This is a good idea.
what the fuck is in this?" They would have discovered it and been like,
I mean,
ship
they had anthrax, too.
somebody trademark this and ship it to every concentration camp in the country."
the whole cake. But the
God
yeah,
damn.
the real thing the real knowledge that I take away from this is that everybody had anthrax, but nobody wanted to use it first,
it's a good point.
except the British.
That's
They were
fair.
totally willing to use it first. Like as I mentioned at the beginning, America had like 5,000 anthrax bombs ready to go, just in case. Because in World War I, anthrax was used, which is
Oh.
horrific
Fuck, I
by
didn't know
the
that.
Germans.
Jesus Christ.
So everybody had it. Everybody was developing it,
Just nobody
but
wanted to
nobody
talk
except for
about
the British wanted to do it first. They were totally fine with it
God damn it, dude.
because they just had their butt handed to them at like Dunkirk.
Yeah, they were bitter.
They were super bitter.
So mad. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, the cakes hung around until after the war, and then they said they incinerated them. I'm willing to. Never mind.
Just,
It's like they actually just shipped them to Scotland,
they're still on
and
the
I
island.
and yeah,
They just threw them in the fucking
They
ocean.
threw them in the ocean. Honestly, they threw them in the ocean, and then Argentina had a weird outbreak.
They were like, ah, yes, the world's sewer. God
Oh, I just
damn
remembered.
it.
That actually helped. It was used in World War I. The Germans would lace neutral countries' cows with anthrax before they were sold to Allied nations.
What the fuck?
That was the plan.
Jesus.
So, like, there was I think it was Argentinian cows that were going to be sold to, I don't remember who, but one of the Allies. And the Germans went in and were like, oh, we'll put anthrax on these cows, and then they'll die eventually, but first they'll spread it to the civilian
they just
population
died
or whatever. And they did. They died, like 200 cows died in one
Jesus.
sitting, and then they're like, oh, shit, we fucked up.
Jesus.
But, yeah,
Better populate that country after the war.
we gotta genetically engineered our Aryan race to be resistant to anthrax.
Because we know we're going to end up there.
Meanwhile, the proto-geneticists are like, bitch, we don't even know why we die from typhus more than anybody else. What the fuck's the problem?
Hitler gets a call.
He does a line
He's
of
like,
coke.
you poisoned what country's cows? Fuck.
Shit.
That's why he killed himself.
Yeah, that's why. No, really. No, what happened is at the bunker, he went out because there's that photo, that famous last photo of him inspecting the city from outside of his bunker. What he found was just a box on the ground, and he opened it, and it was full of cake. It was like, oh, Helga and her siblings in the bunker here would love some cake in these trying times.
Kids.
Helga Goebbels would love this, so he brought it in, fed them, and they died. And then he killed himself because he's like, shit, I killed this girl and her family. I can't live with myself. I'm the good guy.
Oh, we just found the best fucking timeline ever.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
No, he saw her die from it, and then he was like, I don't want to die from that. Boom.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that. Fuck that slow, painful death.
How is someone supposed to continue living and not trust a cake?
Yeah. I was betrayed. I don't want to live in a world full of lies and
I
deceit.
can't die by cake.
If I can't trust a cake, who can I trust?
Not the Jews.
Not the Jews. I was just going to say that.
Oh, Jesus
It must have been some
Christ.
Jewish plot.
God damn it.
It was a Jewish baker.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so what I'm getting is we need to record later
And talk
or
for longer.
talk for longer before.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Oh, all right. Well,
Well, I don't really know how to end that.
I think that's where we ended. So if you guys would like an exclusive episode of whatever the fuck we did today,
I don't blame you if you don't.
by all means, find us on Patreon. We have a couple of low price tiers on there. We would appreciate it. However, if you guys can't afford it, I'm not laughing at you if you can't afford it. I'm sorry. If you can't afford it, don't feel inclined to. Don't fucking pay us before your bills.
No, actually do.
Yeah, right. Pay for my fucking ketamine therapy before you pay for your gas bill this winter. But yeah, find us on Patreon and check it out. Click around on there. I don't think there's anything on there if you're not a patron, but
No, I don't
just
think
go
so.
to it. Just go take a look.
Go take a look.
Yeah. But we have 8 episodes. We have a bunch
by this week,
yeah,
9.
Yeah. We'll
By the
have
end of the week.
We have a bunch of exclusive episodes. We do an extra per month. We have the sloppy seconds that we did a couple years ago, which were just some bullshit that we threw together. We just talk and shoot the shit. Basically, the start of every episode.
Yeah. Cut down.
Yeah, just in little 15-minute segments. And AJ has his Voices series on there. Check it all out. It's really interesting, and we do a little video walkthrough of our current studio. So, by all means, take a look-see. AJ, you got the names pulled up?
Nope.
Not thanking you this episode.
know.
Sorry about it.
I do, though.
Oh, goodness.
Of course, we've got the board. Sorry, I'm dying. Mini D, Nordic Thunder, Toddle Waddle, and Weston. Thank you guys so much for for greenlighting this episode.
Yeah.
In fact, they actually told me to say Oppenheimer was an ex-Nazi.
It sounds like the board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Honestly, they told us that.
That sounds like a board decision because they make those decisions.
Yeah, they approved the script.
Yeah. They outvoted us on that one.
Yeah.
But it was because I voted with the board.
Yeah, you wanted me to say that. So, and then of course we've got Abby, AJ's third nut, Thomas, Dark Runner, D's nuts, and Laura
I
Rebo.
don't think you named the board. I think you just
No, I
called
did.
it
I
the
did.
board.
I did.
I didn't think you did.
I named them first, and then I started
okay.
talking. Normally, I do it the other way. I'm
Caught me off
switching
guard.
it up.
Caught me off guard.
I'm switching it up to prove that we don't pre-record this, even though we kind of should.
No, that's fine.
You just have an entire. It's like, okay, bye, beep.
You're right, Jesus.
We just have to update it every time we get a new patron.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
But yeah, thank
but
you
yeah,
guys.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you. We really wouldn't be where we are today.
Oh yeah, the
without you
microphone
guys.
quality would be season 1 $20
Oh,
USB
God.
microphone that we're sharing on
Yeah.
a lifetime table in a closet.
Would be bad news bears. So we really, really do appreciate your guys' help and contribution to the show. And as always, if you guys ever want to reach out to us for show ideas, or if you watched a good fucking movie last weekend, whatever, movies, TV shows, books, articles, pictures, whatever you'd like to share, is send it on over to us on Instagram. And if you just need somebody to talk to, that's cool too. Find us on Instagram at pointsopressure, or feel free to email us ppdnaj@gmail.com, and we'll catch you guys next Monday.